So we're bringing on our final guest. While we do that, I do want to remind people my new book is out now, How to Plan a Book Event Without Losing Your
Yay!
Mind or Going Broke. So I don't have my personal copies yet, but they're coming. They're en route to me, and but it's available in paperback and ebook on Amazon. I'm hoping to
I'm
do a
glad you went with
hardcover
that
soon.
cover. That cover looks great.
Yes, yeah, she did a good job. I gave her an example, and then that's when it turned around. So anyway, um, working with illustrators and people who do cover work.
Minta came into
Back
the
and
room
forth.
twice now.
Sometimes they change devices, so
Yeah,
it's just.
I'm thinking that might be what she's doing now.
Mhm. So our final guest, if you all watched the show, or you may have seen the finalists announced for the Black Authors Matter Children's Book Awards for this year, and Minta Speller was one of the finalists, and she is joining us tonight to talk about her book, The Last Dinosaur. So as soon as she comes on screen, she's doing audio on the backup device, I think, the one that she really wants to be on. She's connecting to audio. So let's see what is oh, and one final note about the National Black Book Festival. Our vendor tables are sold out. They have been sold out for over a month. And but you're welcome to attend. A lot of authors attend first, and so they can see how it's set up and everything. And then the next year, they sign up as vendors. But we open our registration January 1st, and that's why we generally sell out by August. But this year we sold out earlier than we did before. So we're looking forward to a very exciting year. And next year is our 20th anniversary. So we're going to be doing some really special things for next year leading up to the actual event. So we're still waiting on Minta to come on screen. And as soon as she does, Rhonda, do you have any um, updates on anything? If you've been somewhere lately, didn't I see you somewhere? Didn't
Yeah,
I see you post?
I'm everywhere.
You're all everywhere. About the last pictures I saw, was it in New Orleans?
Well, yes, I did go to New Orleans. And that was actually for my day job, believe it or not.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but I was in Delaware this past weekend in Wilmington, Delaware. I was with the Creators Tour. So some people may know that I'm the author advocate for the Creators' Rights Movement, and we have been advocating for updated copyright laws and just encouraging creators of all types, not just authors, but creators of all types, to make sure that they are protecting their work. And so we were in Delaware this past weekend. Tomorrow I will be teaming up with Max Rodriguez, and we're going to be talking. We're doing a pre workshop, talking about AI, the importance of promoting your work and protecting your work. And then, of course, on Saturday I'll be at the Harlem Book Fair.
Oh, okay. Well, tell Max I said hello.
I sure will.
And he's a great guy and been very committed. Very committed. He's
Yes,
been doing this in this space a long time.
22
So,
years.
yeah, Minta, can you bring your camera just so the top of yeah, so we can see your head. So it's not chopping you off at the top. Okay. Well, Minta Speller, welcome to Black Authors Matter TV.
Hi there. So sorry, had a little bit of technical
It
difficulties.
happens. It
It
happens.
happens
But
when
you're
it's
here, so
yeah,
that's
you're
great.
here. And when it's live, anything can happen. That's what happens on a live stream show. Do you have a copy of your book, The Last Dinosaur, handy so you can show it to us, to the audience? Okay.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, the artwork was very good on
Yes,
that
it's
one.
beautiful.
Thank you.
And now, is this your first book?
It is not. I have
Okay.
I have almost 20 children's books.
Oh,
Um,
wow. Okay.
Oh, well, good.
uh,
It's
um,
great.
this is actually The Last Dinosaur. This is actually three books in one. Um, it's series. It's a series about a little boy named Ryan who finds an egg in Central Park and he takes it home to take care of it because he couldn't find the nest. And when it finally hatches, it's a dinosaur. And so the journey begins. Book two is about Ryan trying to figure out Dino's identity. And then book three is the journey home, trying to find him up this.
Okay. Well, when we were judging the books, your book really stood out among the rest. You know, when it's a competitive process, it's about what catches the judge's eye.
Mhm.
And there was that we have 6 judges on our panel, and your book really stood out. Um, just the colors and the idea about the egg, um, finding the egg. It just really was a creative story. Now, what gave you the idea for the story?
So a few years ago, my grandson came for Thanksgiving. He has huge imagination, and he brought his friend uh, Godzilla, the friendly dinosaur, to meet me. And it just reminded me so much of my imagination when I was a child. And it kind of, the story of really came sprung from the adventures that I would have with my brother. We would always explore parks and find things to bring home and hide them from my mom. And so I kind of married those two ideas together and sprinkled a little magic on it, and voila, the last dinosaur.
Okay. Well, you've piqued my interest. What kinds of things did you bring home and hide from your mother? Yeah, all kids have different things that they did. You know, all kids all sneak and do different things. And so, you know,
You
what's
know,
the most memorable thing? Let's say that you.
uh, probably a turtle. But the turtle was the size of a tire. And we found it, yeah, we found it in like in a ravine. And yeah, we got that home. Uh, ducks.
Did you use a wagon?
We used to it.
I'm
We used,
sorry, what did you say?
we used a bucket.
Oh, use the bucket. Okay.
We did.
Okay.
So yeah, there were a lot of things that we brought home and hid from her. And so really the story is about the past and the present coming together and putting together a story, an adventure that puts a young Black boy in the center of it because you don't see very many books, action and adventure, with Black boys as the protagonist. And that was really important to
That's true. That was something else that stood out. It was your book was a topic that we don't normally see with children's books with Black kids. And then you had a little boy too, which is important. A lot of parents, there seems to be uh, a limited number of books where Black boys are the central characters.
me. Yeah. Yeah, I was wondering what interests you all about my story, because it is so different from the other two finalists, and those books are beautiful. I am so grateful to be amongst the two of them. Um, and win or not, it's really exciting to be recognized amongst such good other authors. Really grateful for them.
Yeah,
It
well, when we
says a
look
lot
at the
about you.
books, it does. But when we look at the books, the panel, we're looking for quality. That's the first thing. The quality of the art, the quality of the cover. The cover is the thing that grabs your attention first. Now, some books have a nice cover, and then the inside does not measure up to the cover, but it starts with the cover.
Yeah.
So, and also when you do this for a number of years, you start to get the same kinds of topics over and over every year. People talk about the same things. And your book was different. So that helped too. The quality is what brought it to the forefront first.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that's another. I primarily write in action and adventure, fantasy, and sci-fi because we are such a minority in those genres for children's books.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we have a lot. Oftentimes, when you go into the children's section, you see a lot of historical nonfiction, even for children, and those books are important. Um, but there are other stories to be told, and I really think that reading should be fun, and that they should have
Mm.
fun options,
Yeah,
and also
allowing kids
I
to be
agree.
kids.
Mm-hmm.
it
I
allows
agree.
kids to be kids.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It allows them to imagine. Um, and it also, them seeing themselves in those spaces, um, gives them permission to dream and,
Yes.
yeah, and it shows them that they belong in every story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, imagination is what brings most of the inventions that occur, things that people create. It's based on somebody's imagination. Just think about the Wright brothers imagining birds flying and creating the airplane. If they hadn't done that, who knows when the airplane would have been invented? You know, we might still be just driving, you know.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody hadn't have sat there and looked at birds and thought, we could do that, you know, and you know, rockets and everyday items that we use, household items that we use, you know, every day, an iron, for example, or just vacuum cleaners, just things that we use all the time. Somebody imagined it first. The imagination came first before the engineering or the model was made or anything. So we need our kids to be in imagination mode
Absolutely.
on a regular basis. And they'll only be kids for a short time. You know, a human being is an adult for a long time if they live, you know, the years that a normal set of years. But they're only kids for a short period of time. And that should be a happy time, you know, a
Very
joyous time, a
true.
stress-free time. You know, it's much you know, it should be peaceful. It should be, you know, you should be looking forward to every day.
Yeah, looking forward to a new adventure.
Yes. So what are some of your other books about?
So I have The Last Dinosaurs, like I said, that's a series. That's actually 3 books. I also have my Galactic Adventure series, which it's actually 4 books: Galactic Adventure 1 and Galactic Adventure 2. So part 1, it's a parallel story. The quest to find little green friends and Zod, the little alien who believes in humans. And Ryan is on Earth looking, he's convinced aliens exist and he's looking everywhere for them. And then on the other side of the universe at the same time, you have Zod trying to convince his alien friends that humans actually exist. So they take a journey across the universe and they eventually discover each other. And then they have adventures from there. So
Well, it
that's
sounds like you have a very active imagination.
Now, what
That's,
gives you that imagination, though? I mean, you've got to continue to think on a kid's level, so to speak, so you can
Mhm,
write these stories.
mhm. Yeah, everything gives me inspiration. Oh, well, my grandson again, he has a thing for aliens. And my son actually, they live down in Georgia, and my son actually uh, used like an old clothes hanger thing in the back and had a little uh, flying saucer going through the backyard to make him think that aliens were actually there. So I thought that it would be fun to actually have a story where he actually met the aliens. So that was the inspiration for that one. I also have another series that's just starting, the Five Fairy Sisters, and that story was inspired by my mother and her four sisters. I've lost one of my aunts, and we're all getting older, and they have such a beautiful relationship that I wanted a way to keep them together.
Oh, that's really, really sweet.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, my mother was from a big family. If there were 10 girls and
Oh,
five
wow.
boys, yeah. But there's only one left now out
You
of
said
all.
10 girls and 5 boys.
Uh-huh. And no twins. No twins. So my grandmother, she was pregnant all the time. I'm assuming it had to be because they're close in age. But there's only one left. I have one
Mhm.
Aunt Lois left, and she's in her 80s, and she's the youngest. She was the youngest sibling, and she's
Yes.
the
So,
only one.
I have two uncles also, and we still have all of them except for one aunt. We miss her. But yeah, this keeps them together for forever. So that was the inspiration for that.
Now, where
Um,
did you grow up? It sounds like you may have grown up in an area it wasn't urban, because if you were finding turtles and ducks and animals.
I grew up
Yeah,
in Virginia.
that
I,
sounds a little country.
Virginia. I grew up in Virginia, so yeah.
Oh, what part?
Which part?
Well, Norfolk, Chesapeake.
Okay, I'm from Newport News.
Oh, wow, okay, right across the
Yeah.
water.
Yeah, right across the water. Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't bring turtles, but we did bring other things. We always wanted a dog, but my parents wouldn't let us have one. But we found one dog and we tied it up uh, in the backyard, thinking that my parents wouldn't notice. And then we got the sex wrong. We didn't even understand the genders of dogs. So we called the dog Ben, and it was a girl, and we didn't find that out until the dog across the street started humping on it. That was a shocking
Oh,
thing.
oh my.
So we didn't know, but my mom, they called the pound and they took the dog away. But we had given it a bath, and we had it for about a couple of weeks, hiding it out, hiding it. But they found out, and so it was a small dog. I'm gonna next time I talk to my sister, I'm gonna ask her if she remembers that. Because see, we named the dog Ben, but we found out it was a girl. So
Well,
anyway,
you just had to come up with a name that's a girl name that Ben is short for.
yeah.
Benita.
The dog, the pound took Ben. So what, we hope she ended up in a good home. We don't know, but the area is primarily, it's not rural, but it's near the water. All of that area is surrounded by water.
Oh, yeah.
So there's always lots of ducks and
Yeah.
uh, fish and jellyfish,
Turtle.
crabs,
Mhm.
any kind of wildlife
Mhm.
that's in water.
Yeah.
And so we used to love that. We lived like a block from the beach.
Oh, wow. Okay. I
So we
have
lived down there.
I have a series, Splashtastic Adventure. There's only one book in the series right now, though, and it's about a little boy who grew up in Norfolk, which is
Okay.
where I started, and I we went to the beach all of the time, but I was the one who was just running around playing on the sand because I was afraid of the water. And in this story, it's a little boy who loves the beach, but he's afraid of the water, and he finds a special shell. And the water is calling him, and he ventures into the water and he realizes he can swim and he can open his eyes and everything. So he goes and he um, jumps off the pier and he explores the Chesapeake Bay, and the the sea creatures that he's coming in contact with are not intentionally pulling him further and further away, but that is what's happening until he ends up in the Atlantic Ocean. So
Oh,
the kids learn all about the bay, all about the sea life in the bay, and then they learn about sea life all throughout the Atlantic Ocean because he takes some wrong turns and then he ends up uh, exploring every bit of it. But when he finally gets back home and out of the water, he had an awesome adventure. A little mermaid shows up and she's looking for him because there's trouble in the Pacific. And that's where book two. So, yeah.
oh,
So
okay.
again, home
Yeah,
inspires that, that is the inspiration. My stories from childhood. Mostly.
right. Did you grow up in Norfolk?
I did. I
So,
did.
which high school did you go to?
Lake Taylor. I went to a couple different high schools.
Okay, okay,
For you, Lake Taylor.
okay. I graduated from Warwick.
Okay, okay.
Well, I
Yeah,
didn't grow up in that
right.
area. I did live in Virginia Beach for a couple of years though.
Did you really? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Virginia Beach was kind of off the beaten path when I was growing up. And
Yeah,
then it
that's
just
for
blew
me
up.
though.
It blew up. Like then all of a sudden it became like a big city. But
I went to Virginia Beach last year for the 4th of July. It was
mhm,
so packed. It was like waves of people. I mean, it felt like the people were moving in waves. It was just so many people there. I was like, I don't know if I can do this again.
Yeah, I loved going to the boardwalk, but
Yes.
not during the crowded. It's like
Yeah.
I like going in the evening during the week. I would go out with my
Yes.
rollerblades.
Yes.
It's just so nice down there.
yeah, it's beautiful. And the weather's really beautiful. The
It is.
summer is mild, for the most part. So 80 degrees in the summer is about the summer
Well,
day.
okay, you're in Texas, right?
Mm,
Where-
Well, yeah, I'm in Texas now, but I'm saying when I was growing up in Newport News,
Okay,
uh, it was about 80 degrees during the day. I mean, we didn't. Now, is it warmer now?
it's a lot of work. It really is. I mean, I would say during the summer, 90 is probably average.
Oh,
Yeah, and you get that rain that comes from the heat, you know.
mhm.
So my mom, she's still there. She's down in Chesapeake, and all of my aunts are there. So, I still have family there. I'm in Delaware,
Oh, okay, okay,
but I do go down often. So I
yeah,
love
yeah. I haven't been in a while, but we've been having some. Well, it's been 100 plus here for the last 2 weeks, and we haven't had any rain. We are just like praying for rain at this point, and we're
I'm
trying to. It's been so hot, and we
mm,
It
have.
rained. It
It's
rained
not
here over
dry.
the weekend.
Yeah, the it's like the rain is all up north.
mm,
Nothing's coming
Yeah.
down here.
But
It's just heat.
Minta, I'm not in Texas. So
No, she's not.
yeah, Gwen's experience is different from mine. Wait, what?
Yeah.
where are you?
Oh, okay. I'm in the DC area. I'm in
Oh,
the DMV.
Mhm.
okay. Well, yeah, I'm in DMV.
What? Where you at?
I'm in Delaware.
Is that considered the DMV?
No, that's not considered the DMV. That's not
Okay.
even the DMV is DC, Maryland, Virginia.
That's what it stands for. The D, the M, and the
I
V.
border Maryland, so
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, you close, you close.
I'm
I
very
was
close.
Mhm.
in I was in Delaware this past weekend.
Were you really? What were you in Delaware for?
I was in Wilmington at the Noma Library.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
did the
For the
brand one.
so what now?
The brand new library.
Yes, yes, for the creators tour. The library is supposed to have their official grand opening
Mhm.
this weekend, I believe.
Yep. Yep. That's about 15 minutes from me.
Oh wow, I
Oh,
wish I
that's
had known.
close.
I know.
That's
I know.
close. Yeah,
Yeah,
Delaware is so small
it is.
that if that you would miss it. Like it's a minute wide. But it's probably quaint.
It is.
It's probably quaint.
Um,
It's like we could fit Delaware in our county probably.
yeah,
Because our
probably.
county has 5 million people.
Yeah.
Harris County is one of the most populous counties in the country, and that's what I live in Harris County, Texas, and is we have 5 million people in Harris County. But they're spread out. It's not congested at all.
Mhm.
Spread out everywhere. So anyway, we're at the end of our time, and so show your book, The Last Dinosaur, one more time, and congratulations again on being a finalist.
Thank you so
And
Yeah,
much.
it's
yeah,
a really beautiful cover. That dinosaur just looks like it's just gonna reach out to you.
yeah, and you can tell it's a baby dinosaur.
It's a
You know,
baby.
yeah.
Yes.
So
But
this that really,
he grows
yeah.
up.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Congratulations again, and keep writing. I didn't know you had 20 books, so congrats on that. Keep and those you're so creative with your stories, an amazing imagination.
Thank you very much. I
All right.
appreciate that very much. And thank
Okay,
you for having me.
Thank you
you're
for being
welcome.
here. Have a great one. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you so much.